Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It's me, Sana. And today is the day 3rd of active passive voice series. Today I'm going to explain you present perfect tense. In my previous videos, I have explained you present indefinite and present continuous. Passive voice of present indefinite and present continuous. So today I will explain you present perfect. Passive voice of present perfect. So first I will explain you what are active and passive voice basically. As you know it already, active and passive voice are two different ways of constructing sentences based on the relationship between the subject and the object of a verb. Students, as you know, in active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action expressed by the verb and the object receives that action. The structure of an active voice sentences is usually subject plus verb plus object. As far as passive voice is concerned, in passive voice, the subject of the sentence receives the action expressed by the verb and the object becomes the focus of the sentence. The structure of a passive voice sentences is usually object plus verb plus subject. Students, in passive voice, the emphasis is on the action rather than the doer of the action. It is often used when the doer of the action is unknown or unimportant, or when the speaker or writer wants to shift the focus of the recipient of the action. Present perfect tense. What are the rules of present perfect tense? How we will convert active voice into passive voice? The helping verbs has been and have been are the helping verbs of passive voice. Alright, has been and have been are the auxiliary verb, or you can say helping verbs of passive voice in present perfect. We use past participle. Past participle means we use third form of the verb. Use of why is there. Subject will take the place of object and object will take the place of subject. Pronoun changes will be there. I will be changed into me, he into him, she into her, they into them, we into us, you, it, and names. You will not change. They will remain the same. Alright, so these were the rules. Now we will start the exercise, or I will show the examples of present perfect tense. As I told you, in present perfect tense, we use has been and have been as helping verbs. We will use third form of the verb. Use of by will be there. So these are some examples. Affirmative sentences. I will show you the example of affirmative sentence. As you can see, they have washed the cups. Look, they is subject here. Cups, it's object. Alright, so subject will take the place of object and object will come in the place of subject. We will use has been or have been. With singulars we use has. With plural we will use have. Alright, we will use third form of the verb. Let's start. They have washed the cups. How we will convert this into passive? The cups have been. Look, cups, it's a plural. That is why I have used have. Alright, the cups have been washed by them. They will be changed into them. Alright, this was the example of affirmative sentence. Now I will show you the example of negative sentence. In negative sentence, obviously we will use not. For example, they have not watched a movie. They have not watched a movie. A movie has not been. Why I have used has here? Because movie, it's a singular. That is why I have used has. A movie has not been watched by us. I have changed we into us. Alright, I have used third form of the verb. As you can see, watched. Watched is the third form of watch. Alright, has been. Why I have used has been? Because it's singular. Alright, now I will show you the example of interrogative sentence. As you know, in interrogative sentences, we use helping verb in the beginning of the sentence, in active and in passive both. For example, has she written a letter? And at the end of the sentence, we will put the question mark. Has she written a letter? Has a letter. Letter is singular. That is why I have used has. Has a letter been written by her? At the end, I have put the question mark. She, I have changed she into her. I have used third form of the verb, use of by, you can see. Alright, this was the example of interrogative sentence. Now I will show you the example of interrogative sentence. Has Sana not read the books? Has Sana not read the books? This is the example of interrogative. Look, have the books. Why I have used have here? In active voice, you can see has. Why I have used has? Because Sana is singular. That is why I have used has. But now, in passive voice, the books, it's plural. That is why I have used have. The books. Have the books not been read by Sana? At the end, question mark. Alright, another example of present perfect tense. This is example from the interrogative pronouns. Okay, how, who, when, which, these are called interrogative pronouns. Alright, or you can say WH sentences or WH family. Okay, that starts from the letter WH. How has he driven a car? At the end, question mark. Alright, how has, in such sentences we use after these words, how, who, which, etc. we will use helping verb. Alright, how has he driven a car? How has a car been driven by him? Alright, I hope you will like this video. Thank you so much for watching. And in my next video, I will start past tense. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share.